Right, good morning. Hello everyone. I got a question the other day and one of my friends is trying to quit smoking. He went, well, how did you quit smoking? And I suppose a lot of people in this situation, and to be honest, I haven't really thought about it, so I'm going to do this rant, put it out there, and good luck to anyone who wants to try and do what I did. But the best thing, the advice is not to think about it. So I smoked for longer than I really want to admit. I even smoked in school. Thank you, Mark Chambers. My mum's always smoked. Smoking's always been around us. Worked in nightclubs at the era where they could smoke. I mean, Christ, you could even smoke in the Metro Centre. So yeah, smoke, basically. It wasn't until I moved in this house and I made a vow not to smoke in the house. That was the rule. Go outside, smoke. Not proud of it. Used to go through about $20 every 2 days. Now at the time I was going through a lot of medication and going to the dentist a lot. I had a lot of work. Them teeth are still hanging there from another video I did. I had to go and see the dentist about loads of stuff, gum treatment and stuff like that, and they were like, you shouldn't smoke. So that was one of the real big motives. Someone opening your mouth and going, you know, that can really scare you. You know what I mean? Because you think about like cigarettes and the danger of them, and you know what I mean. It's like mouth cancer is a massive one. You know what I mean? But it's not just the C word you need to worry about. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So anyway, at the time, it was all getting drilled in. Now I've been quit smoking nearly 5 years. Believe it or not, that's fucking insane. I have a swore, fair enough. But what happened was, I have to do a quick jump cut. Just a quick jump cut because of there. Now, that is the last box of cigarettes I ever bought. Look at that, Lamb and Butler Blue. There's 2 cigarettes in there. God, I haven't rolled a cigarette for so long. Nice one, Butler. Smoking seriously damages you and around you. So yeah. Right, so what had happened was, I think I was going into a 2-day weekend. I think I had a Saturday, I maybe had a Saturday, Sunday, Monday off from work, and I was coming back and I had loads of stuff going on. I was very passionate about videos. I was getting right, I want to get this video done and that video done, and just the joy of being off work, because sometimes you do long stretches at work and stuff like that. Now when I'm at work, or when I used to be at work, I'll be at work and you have a cigarette and your dinner. That was it, you know. So I was always kind of like, can't smoke, don't smoke. Can smoke, will smoke. That's where I was, and that's probably a nice little t-shirt brand there. But pretty much what had happened was I came back, got myself like a mini fridge crate of beer. Computer went on, go for a quick start, and I woke up the next day in a state like I'm not proud. You know what I mean? I like. Sometimes when I don't try to drink often when I'm doing any kind of video editing where it involves the past, the present and the future. Because sometimes I do jump in the future and I'll be editing it and it'll be scary. But yeah, that's the problem. You're watching life from past and you're trying to do something very complex, you're very focused, you take a drink, you can't smoke, you get a bit, and then you go out for a cigarette, you get a bit of fresh air, you come back, you take a bit of a drink, and before you know it, your mind is there, but then all of a sudden the entire adrenaline, cigarette rush, the air, the alcohol hits you, and you go from fine to pissed in seconds, and you're like, whoa, because you've just been sitting there, your mind's been somewhere else, and your mind is also transfixed, and it hasn't really acknowledged the alcohol, so it's like a fucking shot of adrenaline. And I just ended up in a drunken mess. I woke up, as I said, like man, I was like, oh my god, like this needs to stop, and I vowed myself to stop that day. Now the biggest thing what made us feel ill was the cigarettes. I'd actually smoked 18 cigarettes that night, and just me on my own. There was a brand new box, and pulled myself around. The next day I didn't get out of bed all day, and then the next day I didn't, like literally I got up to bed a few times and then went back to bed. The 3rd day I slowly got back to myself and I started to like go really cold turkey. Now it's the first time ever I didn't have cigarettes for like 3 days or something, and I wasn't well, and I actually had to call in sick at work on the Tuesday because I was physically ill. I was determined not to smoke, but my body was just, you know what I mean, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, and that's the biggest hurdle to get over. And then once I got over that, I went back to work, and everyone at work was cool. I was really ill. I mean, I was sick, you know, just the whole like sweated it out of us. And as I say, I haven't touched a cigarette like in like 5 years now. You can get like patches. I haven't done the patches. Like both my arms are tattooed, so I like. I'm allergic to plasters, so the patches were a bit out the way. Chewing gum, obviously, I was going to the dentist at the time. I used to wear a denture, so I can't use chewing gum either. You know what I mean? So like I was kind of stuck to just go cold turkey. One of the best things you can get, which should be around somewhere, berry. Oh, hang on, it's been. Is one of these, the little inhalers. So you can take these anywhere. The little capsules inside. Just have one around. So if you ever get that twidgeting finger, suck on that. Like basically, you like you don't exhale or dishale anything. It's more like a. What the fuck was I doing? But yeah, I know a lot of people out there. Obviously, like like some people have literally climbed the walls when like they haven't been able to get to a shop for cigarettes, and like there's nothing worse when you get to your last craving and you're like. And you start doing your home with Ewan McGregor and there's fucking there's a baby on the ceiling and stuff like that. You've just gotta. I mean, it's a mental thing. I think smoking. You know, so like people get hypnotized and shit for it. But I just went cold turkey for like, you know, just the fear that I wanted to live a bit longer. You know what I mean? And save a little bit of money, because like as soon as you stop spending money on cigarettes, you know, I'll buy that. Like Stripe. Funny enough, Stripe, right? Stripe was the Stripe might have been the 3rd anniversary of me quitting smoking. When you go out and buy something ludicrously expensive as that, and you went, well, I would have smoked it anyway. So yeah, I'll see you in the outtakes. So the outtakes are, I only know where the tabs are because I've cleaned it up, and that's how I ended up finding me missing teeth that I thought were long gone. So there's been a teeth video recently, and there's been an hour of no smoking. But I seriously know, again, can't smoke, won't smoke, can smoke, will smoke. It's a thing. It's just a kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, I remember when Matt borrowed me jacket one night and goes, "Oh, I'll just borrow your coat. It's raining." And the smoking gang out there. And I was just like, ugh. He came back and he was like, "What's the matter? Let's get me coat." I like the smell. Like when you're a smoky, you don't smell it, but then he'll say, "Get that in the fucking wash." But again, if you look at my music video for Monty's for Condogging Crew, and you look at that video in like Matt's shed, and you had me, Matt, Mitch, Ryan, Betty, Double Sheets, Glenn. Yes, it's 7 or 8 people in this shed, and everyone is smoking but me, and like there's no ventilation. It's a low budget music video. What do you want? Nah, like that was one of the biggest tests. The smoke just piling in. But yeah, yeah. So if you can just, let's say it's a tough hurdle at first, but stuff like the inhaler works and stuff like that. So if you are trying to quit smoking, I wish you all the best on that, and I'll see you next time.
And now the end is here.